Hey guys, I'm back again for day 7. Week of the vlogs, which is pretty, well, almost the week of the vlogs. If I started from vlog 0, I would be, but no. Today was a really interesting day. We went to 2 different schools, RTC Gaia and a secondary school. I can't remember the secondary school name, and I took a photo in front of it. Typical me. But yeah, the RTC Gaia is a totally different sort of school to what you'd expect. It's only got 63 kids, which in Australia that's little. That's not many. So imagine here, where primary schools have heaps. And yes, again, I'm eating dinner. We got back quite late. But yeah, the the school, it's classes of about 10 aroundabouts, which is good. That's really good. But they're for kids that are lower socioeconomic status, and that can't cope in mainstream schools. So it's sort of like, it's run very similar to like Baringa. If you know what that's run like, I'm not going to go explaining. It's a good school. It's a really good school. So it's sort of run like that. But they're not disabled, so to say. They do have some. But not a lot. Yeah, so we went there, we did a talk. I found out that, like, I've learnt a lot personally, because I talk without knowing, that they can't understand. I tried to make it simple, but I need to make it more simple. And I'll explain why I found that out later on when I talk about the secondary school. But the primary school talk, it was understandable that they couldn't understand. I had a lot to say. So they looked at the pictures and they were really shocked. The thing that shocked them the most was the size of my house. When I put it into comparison as to what they're in at the moment, they were like extremely shocked. They live in 400, I think it's square feet or something like that. That's for 10 people. 10. That's their house. So yeah, it's a big shock. But yeah, we went there. I got absolutely swamped by P1s, which is grade 1s. Oh, preps. One of the two. I can't remember. But yeah, they absolutely swamped me. I liked it. Like, not in a pedo way. It makes me remember why I like teaching. So yeah, I went around, I was playing tag with them. They were having a ball, they were laughing, they were screaming, having fun, as kids do. But apparently they don't do that in any other school. That's a real shock. Like, it's common. It's really common here in Australia, I mean, that kids will be running around screaming all that at recess and lunch, but not in Hong Kong. Hong Kong, they're very strict. But yeah, that school, they take them there. It's a very green school. I'll be uploading photos. It's like, they've got trees. That's actually a proper, well, to me, it's a proper school. Like, they've got Greenland around them. They've got heaps of, like, I wouldn't say full bush, but they've got some. They go swimming, they go hiking, they go mountain walking, and a whole heap of other stuff, even though mountain walking is it is hiking. But yeah, they take them outside of the classroom. They teach outside of the classroom. That's what I like. And they've got their own healthy diet, which is 40 Hong Kong dollars, about $6, for lunch, which is an all-you-can-eat veggie, well, a vegetarian lunch. It's really, really nice. Um, but yeah, it was a really interesting school. That there's only one like that in Hong Kong. That's it, one, and they only take at maximum 90 kids. But it's not the norm, and it's not kids. Well, parents don't want their kids to go there. It's strange. I would honestly like my kids to go there because they get such an enjoyment. Um, but they're also not controlled. They are very, what's the word? Very disrespectful to adults, to be honest. Like we wouldn't, in Australia, we would not put up with what's going on in the classrooms. Like they would not pay attention. They were completely disengaged, completely talking. And it's not about my talk. I know why they were doing that for my talk, because they can't understand. But when the teacher's talking, when they're trying to do an activity in a very, very, very small class, they just, and it's not like they don't understand, because it was kind of done in Cantonese as well as English. And that's an English class. So yeah, I found them to be really disrespectful, as well as when I was eating lunch. They kept tugging on me, come on, play tag with us, come on, all that. Yeah, it was strange because I said I'm having lunch. I've got teaching stuff to do, but they wouldn't listen. Like, and I also put it down, lunch. Teaching stuff. Made sure I used my hands. I'm good at talking with my hands. But they still didn't really listen. It took them several times, and then to be told off by the principal in Cantonese to eventually have them stop, so I could actually talk to the principal, to other teachers, as we were there to do as well. So yeah, we had that. The kids loved me. They loved Donna. That was awesome. They just wanted to show us around. Look, have a look at this, have a look at that, have a look at this, have a look at that. It was good. The secondary school was a Christian school, which is a public school. That's different. We went into Form 6, Year 12. They actually class people in their rank, like they actually rank where kids are within the school. Like, you are the elite of the school, you're in A. You are the second elite, you're in B. And it's not on. I was not happy at all when I saw that, because it's really okay. If you're in the lowest, you're the dumb ones, and they say, that's it, they tell you that you're the dumb ones. That's what I didn't like. And they are very, very homework based. They're very, I don't want to teach high school. After seeing that, the way they're ranked there, I don't want to teach high school at that school. Other schools may be different, but I do not want to go there. I find it to be very upfront, confronting, wrong. But the school's quite good. They've got 6 floors, well, more floors, but 6 floors with kids. Each form gets their own level. We were on Form 6, so we had to go right up to level 6. So I had a talk there, and that was when I found out, okay, I need to really overthink what I'm saying, because they don't understand. It got to the stage where the lecturer, Anne, she didn't understand what uni was. And that's something we say a whole heap. It was just a simple, okay, uni students have like one car, whereas I drive two and more. Um, so yeah, it was weird. That they went, oh, what's a uni student? I didn't even think, just because it's so common, so really common back home to say uni student over university student. I didn't think it. Okay. Yeah, it was a shock. But that was all she picked up on. That was really it that she picked up on from that. What else did we do? We had a talk with the principal. The principal was pretty much very similar to what principals do in Australia, but they try and get more of their status. That's a big deal to them. If kids don't get the top mark, kids, like their parents, that's the biggest thing. The parents, they're the problem. Not the schools, it's the parents. Because they want the kids to have the grades, not enjoy themselves, not all that sort of stuff. Grades come first. I just think a lot of people I talked to went, oh, yeah, they're not too impressed with homework, but the parents crack. They just go nuts. They go ballistic, and you can lose your job over it. And I find that shocking. Yeah, it was quite shocking. But the class, the form, it was 6B, so they're not the top, but they're close. They're classed as the second best of high school. So yeah, we talked to them. They were respectful. Like, they listened. They didn't talk. They were what you expect, which was good. Sorry, I got something stuck in my tooth. Though when I was going around to them, they're shy. They are very, very shy. It could be also from stress, because they're placed on one exam, pass or fail, to get into uni or not to get into uni, one exam. So yeah, stress. But they were very, very, very shy. Like, they just didn't want to talk. It was weird. They didn't want to show what's going on. They were very shy about it. When we asked them if they wanted to ask any questions, they shied away. Some asked, they got their answer, but then they were shy as well. So yeah, that was pretty much. Went to the schools, I know where I have to change now. I got to change my approach to being a lot more basic in English, and pick out the key vocabulary, like the key words within what I'm trying to say, because that's what they'll pick up on. And that's what I'm here for. I want to learn that. I don't learn unless I fail. Harsh, but it's true. I don't learn unless I do something wrong. And I have been. So I'm glad that I've been told, okay, you're doing this wrong. You can do this better by doing this. So yeah, that was pretty much today. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff wrote down, of observations and whatnot, but that's more just what happened. Was like, okay, disrespectful, authoritarian, I can't even freaking pronounce it at the moment, teacher focus. Teacher at the front of the room, rows of students, not grouped, which is different at HKUGA. They are in groups, so that's different, which is good. But yeah, that's pretty much it from today. I'm not going to go on any further, really, just because it'll end up being rambling. I've got some photos I'm going to be uploading. Other photos will be being emailed to me from Anne, and I'll upload them eventually when I get them. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I'll have more of actually about the school, because we get to go there tomorrow as another induction sort of day at the school. sort of like a pre-orientation to orientation week. So it'll be fun. So yeah, that's pretty much it from today. I'll be sure to say if anything happens, as per usual. I highly doubt it. But I could get a really important thing like, oh, China's declared war on Japan. Japan's declared war on China. I gotta go home. Nah, but that's pretty much it, really, I would say. But no, it hasn't happened yet. I'm not sure if it's ever gonna happen. I hope it doesn't. But yeah. All right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Remember to do the typical YouTube thing. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is. Yeah. So, see you tomorrow. Have a good one.